This is Stuart Rhodes, founder of Oath Keepers, and I'm here with John Kerriman on the phone. And we want to talk about what we just saw, what's being called the Third Battle of Berkeley on April 15th. We were there as part of the security for the event. Just so folks, in case you don't know what John Kerriman is, he is our Missouri chapter leader, was our team lead in Ferguson down there twice when our guys were protecting homes and businesses against arsonists in Ferguson. And I flew him into Berkeley to be our team lead on the ground for the detachment of Oath Keepers from California. We also flew in a DC bike cop veteran, I believe 25 years of service in DC bike cops, very experienced in riot control. And so we all came in as leadership to help our guys on the ground. And we were invited by the organizers of the event, which was Rich Black and Dave Fata of the Liberty Revival Alliance, and including, these were all California cops too, aside from John and the DC bike cop. The rest of them were California law enforcement on their own time, without pay. They came and volunteered. We have retired police officers from California, sheriff's deputies, and corrections officers who were there, also lending a hand for free. So I think what they deserve a lot of our thanks and gratitude for being willing to come out there and put themselves on the line. So I think because of their presence, I think it helped put some positive pressure on Berkeley PD to do their jobs. They knew there were their brother officers right there. John, what do you think about that?
I think we can definitely give them a nod of the cap for what they did, keeping folks back out of our perimeter. Had they not been there, our guys would have had to engage, and probably would have been some folks going to jail. But they served their purpose. People can complain about their antics and some of their uncouth behavior, but they did help keep the folks out of our perimeter.
Event, we met with some of the officers, and there was a last-minute rule change that kind of screwed with our ability to do our work. We had planned on bringing shields, and they handed us a list of prohibited items that included flagpoles and shields. And so we were left with just our helmets. We had purchased a pretty good supply of these. This is a riot helmet. This is actually an LA County Sheriff Department surplus riot helmets we purchased and brought them in pretty good quantities. So we did have these still, and our guys were scrambling to get themselves some protective gear. We picked up elbow pads, knee pads, and then some of these hard knuckle gloves to protect our hands. So we went into this, frankly, on Saturday morning, thinking that if the Berkeley PD had stood down entirely, like last time, we were looking at possibly a pretty good little fisticuff battle. We had our face masks with shields on, gloves, elbow pads, knee pads, all those things that are recommended, and maybe a leather jacket. So, hats off to the guys that showed up. We had a lot of bikers there too. Just good hardcore patriots showed up, and we're ready to defend. And so just want to